Good evening everyone and welcome to another tournament stream. Today I will be following group 1, which includes EG again, because after I followed EG yesterday, I asked to follow them the rest of the qualifications, because kind of like it would be weird to just switch clans or groups and stuff when you've like followed them through these stages. So yeah, and I'm just waiting for the room invite, and then I'll join, and then I'll ready up, and then I'll show you what's going on after leaving the room again. There we go. We have a tank, we are readied up in the room, and we've got some time to kill. Standard disclaimer, basically I have my balcony door open. You might hear sirens at some point because I'm near a busy road and it's like right along the road to the hospital. But it's way too warm to actually close the door, and I don't want to melt while I'm streaming, so there is that. Basically, we're just gonna have fun with it. This is the second day of the qualifications. There is some strange stuff that I will get into after the first matchup. The biggest bonus here is that we should actually get matches today, because the people that are playing today actually made it through yesterday, so those are the people that were actually playing. So there is a good thing there. And yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. I loaded into all the maps again beforehand. In this case, my game didn't crash after, so I'm very happy with that, to be honest, because basically there's like 22 maps in this part of the whole tour. So that basically means that I need to make a training room and load into 22 maps, and it's tedious. But yeah, it is a best of 5 today. This is basically the stage that we're at. So basically the team that reaches 3 victories first is through to the next round, but it is double elimination, so anything can still happen. The times here, yesterday, that didn't make sense at all, so I'm not actually sure how the times will be. We might have times between matches, we might just get instant matches again, I do not know. So yeah, let's go into the room. We've got EG versus Mmis. And like I said, everyone survived the first day where the first 2 of the group went through. And that means the hated is still in it as well. And today I believe that only the first one goes through, so that's gonna be tough. And that's also the weird thing that I was talking about then. Well, actually, I'll talk about it now anyway. Basically, Wargaming said on Discord today that if there aren't enough people, aren't enough groups, then we might not have a top 8, we might have a top 7 or a top 6. Which is really, really weird, because people have trained a lot to get here. And it's not their fault that not everyone is just like... that there aren't enough teams. Like, you can still choose the top 8 teams of the teams that are there. So it's a bit weird. And we'll have to wait and see if that's actually something that they're gonna do. I hope not. I hope to get like a proper top 8, and not sure how they would determine the rest, but maybe like they used to with like last time. I believe that they chose the sort of like the runner-up from groups, but then the ones that had the most victories throughout, or the shortest battle time, or something like that. It's a combination of things. And as you can hear, this is what I meant. Sirens. Not actually sure if the microphone picks that up, but yeah, it's good to. That's why I warned you beforehand. We have just over a minute left before we go into Oasis Bombs. EG is still missing some people. Mmis is also not complete, but I don't know if they have a 7th player. Hello everyone that is watching, of course. And yeah. Now we just wait. EG needs more people, because otherwise it's gonna be a technical victory for Mmis. That would be very, very special. But EG is so far taking all Type 71s. And on the other side, there we go, 5th player. We will at least get a match then, if Bogger actually readies up. And on the other side, we see 3 Type 71s, an AMX 50B, an STB, and an E100. Orca, and there's Listenmen. If they ready up in time, Orca needs to choose a different tank. There we go. Full Type 71s, oh god. Aw. Such bullies. But here we go into the first match of the evening. 7 versus 6. Full Type 71 team. Versus a few 71s. An STB, an E100 and an AMX50B. So let's have a look. Lots of different camos as well. No one is using the legendary camo here. And let's have a look. Let's see, I'm not seeing a loss of AFK yet. But if I do, I am going to give him a shout out there. EG being pretty forwards here. Not even. Oh, look at this. Look at this. This is just mean. It's going pretty much straight on YOLO here. Orca getting shot. Nicolate bouncing. They're now taking hits though. They are going after Toktik Tank. Which is quite a special name, but there we go. And after that, Tom Diamond 7 is basically the preferred target. And it's all about the focus fire. They are losing HP as they do this. But they are focus firing quite nicely, just basically surrounding a tank. Weaverham next in line. Getting shot to hell, burned alive. And then we have the AMX50B and James in the E100 here, who is now the next in line. In the desert, battle is still happening. But BZ is still alive and steadily whittling away at the Lumberjack's health as well. There goes the AMX50B. This, honestly, it feels a bit like a slaughter, doesn't it? And there goes Lumberjack. We're not even allowed to get there anymore. And it is a 7-0. It feels kind of mean, doesn't it? But to be fair, like, you have a team and then you have, like, reserves and everything. And to just not have a full team on the second day, maybe they just didn't think that they'd make it this far, I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna do the same thing. Like, it is a best of 5, so they basically can just full on YOLO in and just see what happens. More armor is being taken on the other side. We see 3 Type 71s, 2 E100s this time. And I'm not sure what. There we go, 1 AMX50B. And on EG's side, they seem to be going full Type 71s again. But yeah, if you haven't, one of EG's members that we're not seeing right now is called Last AFK. He's an utterly epic player. Ooh, Nico is taking a push. But yeah, he's an utterly epic player. He has his own YouTube channel. And he makes, like, basically just fun streams and does meme videos and stuff. So definitely check him out, Lost AFK, and give him a sub. And they just said, EG just said, bring the pain. And it's, yeah, oh god, you haven't seen the slaughter yet on the stream. Oh, bless them. But yeah, it's not full Type 71 this time. MMIS still incomplete. But we are seeing a force, so I don't know. Let's see what happens. I have a feeling that they're not going to be any more careful than they were last game. And then we'll just basically see if the slaughter will be complete again or not. To be honest, I'm actually not sure if he's not there, because the thing is that people change their names so often. I really do not keep track of whose name got changed into what. Which in one way is, I kind of should put that effort in, I think. Because it's kind of like, know who you're playing, who you're streaming. But at the same time, They do it so often, and I'm pretty much I'm here for the gameplay, and that's both my strength and my weakness. They are going in a little bit. Peasy in a bit of a precarious position. Bogger taking his shot. Ooh. FE at the back there. Interesting choice to be fair, but it is an amazing tank. Toctic now losing a bit of HP. Nico also going in. No, he's focusing on someone else, but that didn't do any damage. Toctic almost gone. There he goes. But Mmis is basically they're digging themselves in. They're trying to avoid what happened last time. I mean, it's not likely to actually work because now James is like tracked and basically the FV got taken out by PZ as well. So they're 3 guns down. They already had a good gun disadvantage to begin with, which is not a good thing, of course. Carolee takes a hit there. Oof, that is the end of the AMX. And now it's just Tom Diamond, who does get another shot in. But he's probably not going to be able to reload in time. And there he goes. Takes his head off to EG there. Oh, bless. That's... Oh, he actually said GG. That's actually really nice. But, like, at the same time, it feels so mean, this. And again, it's a 7-0 here. But like I said, like if you have a tank advantage already this early on in the game, because there's just like literally one guy isn't there, there's a gun missing, then it's just like, it's hard. We're going to Molenbeek now, which is like my favorite map, but I am very worried about what's going to happen. Because the thing is also, the Type 71, it's a lovely tank, it's got some true armor, and it can like perform really, really well. And then you have basically a lot of those playing together, and they're just sort of like rushing in, and then you have troll bouncers, and they will focus fire the hell out of them. Because that's the thing, like... The main difference, and I always point this out on Asia even more, because Asia is a bit special with the way that they play. It's sort of like they sort of YOLO rush in, and then it's like whoever has the best focus fire wins. But when you get focus fire, like on EG's level here, that is just on point, and you see that like in the when you get to the top 8 games, they won't YOLO in this way, but the focus fire will be there as well. Like they will like choose a target, and that's the one that's going down. And that's very important, because the more you focus a single target, the easier that gun gets taken out. Now we see 2 113s, a 215. Oh, sorry, we see a 1. Okay, a lot of Type 71s, a 215B, a 113, and a 121B, I believe. Someone just said AFK is living up to his name. To be fair, since we don't see him here, that's actually a very good pun. I don't know. Honestly, guys, I wouldn't assume that. But it might be, because it's the first one and it's the best of 5. EG going towards the middle. Tom Diamond in the... Oh god. I hate it, but sometimes my camera derps and then I'm having trouble figuring out where to turn. Tom Diamond taking a hit there. They are taking the base. They're not taking the base, they're actually just pushing through. They're letting Mmis have the base here. And they're just like steadily pushing in, going after these heavies. Toctic seems to be the preferred target every single game. Poor guy. Give me now actually the preferred target. Tom Diamond, pretty low on HP. Look at this. Look at the focus fire. This is mean. There he goes. Hugged to death. Tom Diamond gets taken out as well. Toctic is almost gone. Weaverham is gone. James will again be the last one left alive. And he's not going to live for very long. He's not even going to reload in time. Oh, I blessed them. They're so nice though. Absolutely brutal, EG. Yeah, Camo said this isn't even fair, and that is very true. I mean, it's still they have a chance to come back through the lower bracket, but then they would probably face EG again, and oof, I feel bad for them. I really do. They even had like 5 players this time rather than 6. This is sad. Poor guys. So let's have a look. When is our next match? I mean, I don't think, yeah, this is not over yet. So they are still playing. And EG's next game is at 50. Just gonna quickly message Nico so that he knows that as well. Because that's the thing, I don't want to have to miss them. Miss the game. Okay. Otherwise they're gonna miss the games. Can you imagine that? Okay, let's see. What else have we got? I don't know if we're gonna get the lower bracket thing. We didn't yesterday. This is still going. I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit and show you a replay. Let's see. Stilla. Still not one of my favorite maps. The graphics do look nicer, but at the same time they changed parts of the map as well, and it just doesn't work as well as it used to. Let's see. Would help if we load it in. There we go. Actually, I have the boss mode camo on my yo, and it looks so good. Yeah, you do at least need someone on the castle. And that's the thing, because even if they're not able to get any shots in, they need to spot there and see who's there, so to avoid people on the hill getting sniped a lot. You missed a massacre, Mutsu. You always have to be careful with the red line because it slows you down. There's the STB. Let's see. Oof, nice little clip there. E100 being quite forwards here. The mouse dropping down, which is not really a good thing because he's now in a very precarious position there. And sort of like YOLOing in. Tesla's actually not look. Oh, there we go. Now he's a one shot. See, the thing is, there's a certain position on this rock, on this hill, that you can use to avoid getting sniped. And one of those is those rocks that you see in the front. You can use that to avoid getting murdered. Now he has to be careful though. With the mouse gone, he's pretty much got no support there whatsoever. Don't know where the Death Star is. E100 coming now. have to be careful. There you go, that's better. Still not a one clip. Oof, he does take a shot for that. He does have some support, but not with the 100 there. He's got some nice assist damage though. There you go. There we go. That was very, very needed. His camp is doing a good job. Look at this assist and damage though. 4.3k. Oh, holy poop. Let's see. By the way, just know that if you talk Russian in the chat, that I literally do not understand what you're saying, so I can't respond to you then. So if you want my reaction, I do have to kindly ask you to speak English. And there goes the Death Star. And there goes that guy. There's another. Oof. Should have aimed a little bit longer. But overall though, 4k damage done and very amazing spotting game as well. Very nice game there. He actually still gets the kill too. Didn't expect that. Lovely little ace there. That assist. Look at that assist. That's 5.3k assist damage. I love that. Love the camo too, by the way. Looks very shiny in a scaly kind of way. Kind of like a dragon. Beautiful game. Very cheeky game as well. Now let's just make sure that we do not have a tournament room. We do not, because this is the bug from before. Let's see how the group is doing. Is that still going? That is still going. Oh wait, no, that's the lower bracket. That is happening in 4 minutes, so apparently we do not get to watch that. I'm not sure how that works, to be honest. I am glad that you don't have to wait ages and ages to get games, but still. But it means, like, I forgot to check that. It means that Til is through. Which means that EG will be against Til in about half an hour now. Let's see. I've got some more replays. I've got a very funny one, actually, that I want to show you. It's like... I've got 2 views of the same replay. And I'm actually going to bore you with both. Because yesterday... we were playing, and Toby in the 1A3 met Jan and I in our tanks, and it was a very, very fun game. And I mean, you're gonna see the ending, but I'm also going to show you my side because I was so freaking scared at the end. You'll see. But yeah, he had a fantastic game. He did ace it, I did not. But still, I'm going to show you both, because I actually haven't watched this view, so this is my seeing it for the first time. And I was at the back there, and I was hesitating about wondering if I should or should not actually try and get some shots in there, but I didn't. But yeah, I'll show you that as well. Very cheeky position that he's in right now. Oh. Slightly impatient there. 1-3 is one of those things. It's never quite been my cup of tea. I don't really like it. If that tank stays still like that, then he actually deserves to get shot like that. I remember that on voice. Toby was like, your E50M is about to get a headache. And he definitely did. He's a bit cheeky there. Just can't see him though. And so he's repositioning now. That's the thing, like, I dislike this tank mainly because it's such a campy tank. Because you have to take into account the long reload and the fact that you can derp every shot that you have. And then you have to be like very careful. Ooh! He sees me over there, but I'm so glad he couldn't shoot me. Skills just said, e.g. playing completely unpredictable, a good mix of aggressive plays, and yesterday they played the cap game. Which, to be fair, is very true, but you always have to keep in mind that... Oh, nice. This is like the qualifications, and they know they have a gun advantage, or a 2-gun advantage in the last game. And then you can actually just... You can risk it. You don't have to be careful then. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Oh, nice. So there's a lot of tanks that are murdered now. Only 2 of them left on his side. You see me on the minimap there. Oh! Why would you need to aim, right? Oh my god, Nuno! I just want you all to know it's Nuno's birthday, so be sure to wish him a happy birthday. He's one of my favorite people in the game. And a very, very dear friend. So happy birthday, Nuno. I like that basically we're in the same battle, but we have such different locations and stuff. We're just like on literal opposite ends. Oh, 6.3k damage. And at this stage, I wasn't sure how much HP he had. Because I was so focused on the light on the other side. And it actually makes sense that he drives backwards. But I did know that I was a one-shot. Let's see. And I know I didn't have to, but because I was a one-shot, I kind of wanted to get that advantage, make sure to put the pressure on. But I also know that if he blind shot at me, I would be dead. And he did not hit me. And I'll show you where I was at after. And then of course I pulled back to avoid getting hit at all. But yeah, with 2 bases now, and him not being the fastest tank, I've pretty much secured the game. Even though I do feel kind of bad, like when you see the damage and all, I kind of wish that blind shot had penned. That would have been epic. 60, basically, oh god, my team was talking so much that game, and I asked Jan to just tell them, please, not talk, like, shut up. It's very distracting when people keep spamming the chat. Like, a helpful message is fine, but if you keep messaging, it's very distracting. And look, you did ace it. Fantastic. See, I didn't even do that well this game. But I'm going to show you that my side of this battle as well. Let's see, where am I at? There I am. Oh, look at that. We're meeting Toby. But yeah, I actually really, really like this. It was such a fun game. And the thing is, when you're driving the poop barn, you always have to take into account where you go, because you need cover to cover your big giant tank in order to not get shot all the time. And at the same time, when I'm a clipper like this, I'm also tend to be a little bit cheeky, especially with the buff that is there. See, this is my wondering, should I stop? And then just, no, I shouldn't. Super Conqueror over there, which I can't shoot. The AMX over there, which I can't shoot either. And I was like complaining that I wanted the target to shoot here, and then the Super Conqueror decides to just like pass by, and I was like, okay, thank you. So I decided to troll a little bit here. See if I can get away with it. I was hoping to actually be able to pen him there, but basically it didn't. And then I shot the building. I was like, yeah, never mind that. I did cap the base though, and then I pulled back a little bit because I don't want the IS-7. At this stage I didn't know where Toby was yet, so I was afraid that he would be camping at the back there. Jan is also shooting him. And now with the position that I'm in, he's gone. And the IS-7 is being cheeky there. And I want to shoot the light, and at the same time I want to shoot the IS-7. But he's actually pushing forwards there, which is not helpful. But at the same time, Jan now needs my help, so I decide to turn around and leave the Sheridan be, hoping that he can take care of the light. Let's see. Getting some nice little shots in there. Really wanted to save Jan, but not able to. Now I know where Toby is, by the way, which is like a relief, because then I can focus on this side and hope my guys can take care of him that side. But now, of course, we know how this ends, but yeah. I'm a clipper. I know I can clip him. With a bit of luck, if I manage to pen my shots. So I decide to go after him. And I really want to shoot him again. Which I do. And now he's a one shot. But I also don't want to lose too much HP just trying to shoot him. So I wait a while there, and then I pull back. And this is, I think, like, I didn't know, I mean, I know that he shot me, so I was spotted for longer. Not actually sure when I went unspotted. And on the other side, you see my team being decimated. He hadn't spotted me yet. I was surprised at that. And I didn't even, like, one-shot him there. But there we go. And now the 60p is about to die. I like how this starts. Like, yeah, I'm literally on the other side of the map. I get called names. And this is the thing. Like, I want, if he were to show himself, I could clip him. And they're just spamming the chat. I'm like, just stop. And I also don't want to knock the cactus down, because that would actually show them where I'm at. Show Toby where I'm at. And Jan is trying to tell him, like, please, just stop talking. So I decided to pull back. But then he kept C. And I'm like, okay, that means that I can potentially get base B. You just need to be very, very careful. Just capping on the outer layer. And I'm not going to shoot because that could actually, like, betray where I'm at. And this is the point where he misses me by shooting at the middle of the base. But, like, always, if you are in a 1v1 situation, never cap in the middle of the base. Always go for somewhere else. And they just keep spamming the chat. And I'm like, if he rushes me now, I might just lose because they're just, like, really distracting at that point. But yeah, I've got a nice big rock here, and I know that I will be able to win. I just need to make sure that I'm not visible from any of the camping lines. But there we go. But like, it's aside from the E50M, of course, which we were through, but it's meant well. But at the same time, when people spam the chat like that, it is so distracting, it can literally cost you the game because of that. But yeah, that was a very fun game. 750 supremacy points. I definitely did carry, even if I'm doing the top damage there. So yeah, that was a very fun game. Let's see, do we have a result yet? So I think that, like, this is still going right now, so they're battling it out. But I do think that after we get, like, the upper bracket, then after that is, like, straight to the lower bracket, straight to the upper bracket again, I think. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've got more replays. I'm going to show you a replay of a tank that is currently in the game. It's called Sadly No Ace, but I've seen the battle results and it is epic. And I know that the ace bar on this tank is freaking high right now. Let's see, I do absolutely love this tank. The thing is though, it's in the store now and it costs a lot of gold and it's very, very, very expensive. So in that way, it's not worth it. But if you have the gold lying around, I would rather you get this than gamble it on crates. Because it is such an amazing tank. It's so nice. It's so good. But yeah, it's still hella expensive. Oof. Cheeky shot there. The thing is though, like, with the way that Wargaming has been timing... Ooh, AT over there. He does eat a shot for that. Nice. Nice, now he's one shot. Even better. Come on, Emil, kill him. Oof, he did not. That was a lot more HP than he was willing to lose, I bet. Let's see. See the position that they're in. This is it's such a great tank, and it can hold its own very well. Good, that was very needed. Oof, nice. See, it casually dishes out damage like that. That is why, like, this is one of my favorite tanks in the game, like, completely. I like the spaghetti tanks. I love this tank. There's a few tanks that are just, like, really, really nice. This is a high roll. It is not high enough in any case. Nice little bounce there. You could have just kept the base though there, Jan. He kind of needs to push if he can. Oh, that was needed. Take out the one-shots. Did it just do 14 damage? GG. Oof. No, no. Sniper mode. That's not good. Almost. That was very needed. Now they're all one-shots. Should have this. Oh no! 5.3k. He missed! There we go. Nice little bounce too. I think he was trying to shoot HE again. Basically, if you want me to respond in the chat, you will have to talk English because I literally do not understand what you're saying. Beautiful game. Beautiful tank. Graphics is a bit glitchy there. What a carry. And that's like not even an ace. Beautiful. But yeah, like I said, it is a very lovely tank, but the price that it's for, on sale for now is really bad, not gonna lie, it's so expensive. We've got time for one more. And I'm gonna show you one by Def D. T100 LT, a tank that I do not appreciate enough, to be honest. I barely drive it because, I mean, I like the spaghetti better. So I tend to just drive that instead. But this tank, it is a good tank. I know it is. It's just in my hand. It's not magic. Sheridan over there. See this tank? It's got such a nice low profile. You can actually cap this base relatively safely and still do some spotting. Especially when the fast tank isn't trying to shoot you and isn't anywhere near where they can shoot you. Beautiful. I would try and hunt down that Sheridan first. There he is. Oh, nice little bounce. See, that's the thing. If no one is contesting this position, you can get such nice shots in. That didn't pattern, but still. See, light tanks are not really meant to be sniper tanks. As I said, like if you got their flanks, then it works quite nicely. But now he's I wouldn't say waste, well, pretty much wasted shots, Because you can't, it's just over this amount of distance. There you go, that actually penned. But over this distance, you are in trouble when it comes to actually penning things. Unless you get them like that. Like they're juicy and they're just there and they're showing you their sides or the back. And then you can like farm. And it's sort of like camping, but at the same time, it's not like doesn't have a target. The T-57 Heavy is not doing too good. Oh, he still got him there. AMX 50B pushing in. He's going to take out the T-57 Heavy, I reckon. Oof. Spaghetti got absolutely wrecked there. I can't believe that penned. Wow. Okay. Betcher showing the side. Taken out that way. He actually got spotted there though. But by whom? Cheeky shot there. Casually farming game this. Yeah, that is going to hurt, but he is going to take him out. Oof, Sheridan missed. VK missed as well. Sherry preferred target. See, this is the thing. Like, if you can get those shots in, and you can murder them, can you imagine how much damage he would have had if all the shots went in? They're winning easily, though. Definitely actually just said, look at all my misses, you will laugh. Like I did. Nice. Beautifully done. Beautifully finished. Aw, thank you, Proka. That's really sweet of you. 59 rating points, oh wow. Camper medal, but still an ace, so very well done. Very cheeky game. $660 victory points, which definitely helps towards aces. Like, if you're ever struggling to get an ace, stick to Supremacy. Dafty just said, this tank is so OP or the aim is so bad. That's kind of how it works, yeah. It's one of those. Either it works for you beautifully or it doesn't work for you at all. Let's see. Oh, Mmis got knocked out completely. Not sure if they had like the amount of players. But we're about to get a room invite in a few minutes, of course, for this matchup, EG versus Till. And we're gonna see what happens then. Let's actually have a look at the other groups. Veil is still there. Elbeck holding on. Charm has been knocked out. Octopus is still there. DM and Sis. Kingo got knocked out. 5k Hunters is waiting in the lower brackets. Same as Lord. Phoenix and Happy still there. Imo there. Not really seeing many surprises, to be honest. This is still going. Apparently RS, I know, played pretty well yesterday. Fujit commented on that. Serenity is still there though. Sparta still going. Zenith as well. Let's see, we have Win and BPS. Oof, that's gonna be a tough one. The other BPS. 7 Urks and B-Hell. Zenith in the lower bracket though. The other Zenith. I mean, multiple clans have multiple teams. Loka and Pink versus each other. Imrak waiting in the lower bracket. Loka also here. APA waiting in the lower bracket. Court B as well. And another BPS. Not gonna pronounce that name. Raid still holding on. Not a Zenith. Like, I like that it's actually possible to have multiple of your own teams in the upper bracket. Because that's the first time that, well, for a long, long time that has been possible. Because it's actually... There we go. Now we just wait. But yeah, basically, you can have multiple teams in the top 8, multiple teams in the top 4. Because the tickets that you get are for the players, not for the clan. So there's actually like more teams per clan. And actually, I quite like that idea. I also like that it's sort of like stuck to the player. So that it's not like... last season we had a clan where one team actually qualified for the top 8 but couldn't possibly actually play the top 8 because they didn't meet the rule of needing to have a max of 2 people from another region basically, because the whole team was Russian. And so we had another team that actually played the top 8, but they weren't actually the one that reached top 8, so the level was not top 8, let's put it that way. So yeah, I like that it's more like stuck to the player now. So either you meet those rules or you don't get games. You don't get through. Don't go through. Overall, though, I do kind of like this tournament. Like, I get that for the teams it's not as much fun, especially with the seeding. There's always issues with seeding. It's never perfect. But, like, I get that it might not be enough for people to qualify in 3 days. At the same time, as a streamer, I'm happy that the season is relatively short. Because that's the thing, like, we don't have to train as streamers, but we do have a lot of prep work to do, and, like, to do the actual stream, and to talk, like, continuously throughout the whole stream. And all of that. And I enjoy it. I really enjoy tour games, which is why I do it. But it does make... it does take up a lot of time, and when the tour season is short, I can actually like do like all the days like I am now. If the tour season is long, that's going to be a lot more difficult because it takes up a lot of time, literally, and also like with the days and everything. If you have like a life, then that is difficult. So we have Till completely ready with a full Type 71 team. And on the other side, we see EG not quite ready yet. We're going to go to Ghost Factory, which is definitely going to be tricky. Especially to spectate, because you can't actually spectate in the factory. It's sort of like if you try to enter, and if you bump into anything, it sort of like shoots you up above the ceiling. So you tend to miss a lot of the actions then. And then I tend to choose to not go free cam anymore, but then you miss a lot of the action as well, but just in a different way. So Ghost Factory is not my favorite map to spectate on. It's kind of like Faust, only with Faust you can get around it better because it's not such a large part of the map that you can't actually access. Carolate going to spectate. Of course, just to show you, I can spectate both teams. Their spectators cannot. But it can still always be helpful because you can see things falling down and everything. That's why... if you're in a random match, I try to knock down as many stuff as I can in the beginning, when it's not like important if you where you drive and everything, because they can't spot you yet. Because later on, if you knock down a house or you drive through a fence, well, not a house, if you like one of those shed things, or you drive through a fence or trees and everything, it betrays your position. It betrays you where you are. It might betray where you've been. So that's something to be very, very aware of if you're in a tight situation. To, like with the cactus on Canyon. If I had knocked that down, he would have known, Toby would have known where I was. And he could have shot me properly. In the meantime, we see PZ being a bit annoying there. But we see EG ready with 4 Type 71s. 2 AMX 50Bs and a 113 for Ghost Factory. Kinda curious to see how that will go, because the AMXs didn't last long versus the Type 71s in the other match. And of course, the games are getting more serious now, because this is the second day of the qualification. And only the top one is actually going to go through to tomorrow. Which is interesting on its own, to be honest. There you go, PC finally stopped. No! Don't risk that, honestly. Can you imagine what would have happened if he just, like, didn't make it? Let's see. Lots of Sankais though. I do like the legendary camo for the Type 71, even though it's a bit dull for my taste at the same time. I like tanks that are like very, very colorful. I think EG was talking about taking all Type 71s and it not happening. And of course we're going to have a battle within the factory, looks like. But they're not going for the base. It might be a trap. Listen to me now. Might be in trouble. I'm gonna see if I can... Oh god. See, this is what I mean. It's annoying. Okay. Now I need to find... There we go. Listen to me now is now in trouble. Getting surrounded, getting focus fired hard. And EG is responding. But they might not make... Oof, listen to me now. Listen meow is not going to survive this. Winch is trying to save him. But there he goes. Silence, not long for this world either. Applin, not... Oof. Still alive. They're actually trying to block each other, but he still gets taken out. Timon has been taken down. Vilnisi is the next in line. They want the juicy 113, which is basically like the HP is disappearing very quickly. Nico actually blocking them. There goes Silent. EG has a gun advantage. But PZ is not looking too healthy. This is sorry for the chaotic. This is basically I cannot spectate properly in here. Orca now reloading. Running away. Nico giving chase. Oof. He is too juicy. See here I can spectate. He's almost reloaded. He just needs to get the... Oh, he needs to get the kill shot in. In it. Oh my god. Yeet. Yeet. Orca having the worst RNG here. And that shot actually goes in. Bogger. Not looking too healthy. Does take another hit there. 3 versus 2. T. Not going to be long for this world. There he goes. And now Lucy taking out Winch. But he's the last one alive. And what a very, very chaotic game this is. They're giving chase. Bogger not too healthy. They don't know where he's at right now, though. So they might as well play for caps. Oh, there he is. Ooh, neither shot went in there. Neither shot went in there. That didn't go in either. Bogger has to be a little bit careful. He might not make it. Oh, there he goes. And he has it, but that was way too close for comfort, to be honest. I can imagine for Ichi there. I don't think they expected that. What a game, though. Oh, Timon not getting a shot in there. But overall, it was pretty close, not gonna lie. What a game. Yeah, Type 71 definitely seems to be the new meta. AMXs are being taken out. On the other side, we now see 5 Type 71s with 2 113s. And on EG's side, we see 4 Type 71s, a 113, an IS-4, and not sure what Orca is going to take. Oh, there we go. We have a T-22 on the other side now. It's a Yo. That's interesting. Ooh. Good damage potential. Don't see it all that often. Object 907 being taken as well. I mean, it is the upper bracket, so whoever loses this still has a chance to get back through the lower bracket, but oh my god. Oh, the LT being taken. Or maybe not. They seem to be a little bit indecisive on what to take. Let's see. To be fair, at least it's not like a walk in the park like the last matchup that we saw, because that was just mean. And here we go. It's an LT, a Yo, an IS-4, and Type 71s versus 113, 113, T22, and 71s. Let's see. And all of a sudden, you kind of like have to change what you were planning to do and play a lot more aggressively. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to go with BZ to do some spotty. Winch following him. Base A is being completely ignored. Wonder if he can spot them there. No, he cannot. T22 is waiting there. Teal is almost all near base D. And they have been spotted. Nico in a bit of a precarious position there. PZ and a T22 spotting each other. Winch not going to go for the base. PZ hightailing it out of there. Base D is being kept now. Winch is arriving as well. EG is pushing in. At least we have an outside match now. Kyo getting focused on here. This Meow being the preferred target. They are basically stacking their tanks, which is a issue. Now, someone has just gone in. This is like, it's a cluster F. Not supposed to say the word on stream, but that is exactly what it is. Tanks disappearing, HP just vanishing. T22 being focused on. Orca wanted to help out. Nicolate going for the hugging death, but then leaving him alive. There he goes, taken out. Listen Meow has been taken out. I can't say that name seriously, I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry, but I do kind of feel bad about it. Orca taking some shots. Silent almost hugged to death there. But the hug is not enough. There he goes. There goes Orca as well. Surviving for a lot longer than I thought he would. And now we just have T again. And Nico's going to finish him off. There he goes. That was a big giant cluster F. What a game. It's very, very YOLO brawly, this. At the same time, this is kind of like EG sort of guesses that they have the gun advantage. It's not like guessing, I mean, of course. But like they understand that they have a gun advantage somewhere, and then they go for it. They know where the enemy team is, and then they push in. So now we are going to go into the third match, potential match point for EG. We're going to go to Middelburg. We see Orca taking a badger there. And we see potentially 4 Type 71s, a 215B, maybe not a badger after all. And on the other side we see 4 Type 71s, 2 60DPs and potentially a 140. Things are still changing, they have less than a minute left to go, but still plenty of time to switch tanks. Nino just said, at least EG has different tanks. Oh god. To be fair, and that's the stupidest thing, 7 Type 71s might actually work like in higher levels as well, because it is sort of like the meta tank right now, looks like. And I've seen it being used a lot and it's performing quite nicely, and that doesn't mean like it's OP, because the thing is like tanks that works in tours might not work in randoms and vice versa. But you need a tank that you can build on with the team and everything. So we have EG with a TVP, 371s, an E3, a Badger, and a Sheridan versus 5 Type 71s. And if it loads, then I can see the rest. What? Oh god, that nearly gave me a heart attack. And 2 60DPs. Thing is that there have been times before, earlier seasons and everything, that I forgot to ready up. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm missing the match. And I feel so bad when that happens. So let's just see what's going to happen now. He just asked that. EG is definitely going up. E3 using the speed boost. Teal getting spotted as they go up. Nicolate spotted as well. Thing is, if you have all heavies, then you also have heavies in the hill, and that can be a big advantage here. Let's see. We have the Sheridan now going to get some caps in the city. And one of these is also going to be able to get base B. Orca, hold down, dug in. Getting his first shot in there. And Teal is going in as well. Lucy, not looking too healthy there. Orca, they're just like YOLOing in now. Orca's not long for this world, but oh my god, the HP that's being lost on Teal's side trying to get Orca out of the way. I mean, he is going to get taken out. There you go. He's the first gun gone. But look at the amount of HP that has been lost here. Kyo, almost gone. Lucy has been taken out. There goes Kyo. Applin, now the preferred target. Timon, being taken on by PZ there. There goes Applin. He does get taken out there, but he is going to eat a big shot there. There goes the real GNO. 3 tanks left. They're going after Winch. Winch is like, yeah, sure. I'm going to focus on Silent. There he goes. Oh! Cheeky! Winch gets taken out like that. Silence. And Iskral. The last one's left. They're telling them to kill PC. 3 versus 2, but HP wise, EG should definitely have this. Nico on top there. EG is scrolling at this point. Oh, I do feel for Till though, because they put up a good fight. It wasn't enough. And there we go. Turret flying on the other side of the wall. And EG has the game and the match. The thing is, like, a few seasons ago, sorry, I talked to EG about what was going on and all. Ooh, there we go. Room up instantly for the lower bracket. This is basically what I feared would happen. Because if the matches follow each other straight away, you cannot count on what is going on in the... you can't count on what's announced. Like, if you look at the tournament description, you see like all these times that are listed there, and none of them are true. And that's an issue. Like, it's sort of like that's the last time that they will be at. The last possible time. But that's an issue. That's always dangerous. But yeah, that matchup with EG, that was just... it was mean again. But it was quite exciting, not gonna lie. Especially like the first match. But yeah. Ben's just said, yes, heal is always the answer. And the thing, you have to keep in mind that it's not always the answer, but it generally is, because it's a lot easier to keep the hill than it is, and take the city, than it is to take the hill. YouTube keeps telling me to insert ads, and I'm like, no. But yeah, overall, these are fun matches, not gonna lie, and they're not all that serious. But I do wish, like, either don't put a time. Like, if you know that there's immediately a match going to happen, then you can take that into account. But if you have, like, you announce times and the matches don't happen then, that's not a good thing. So I will be contacting Wargaming about that, because that's... yesterday I can imagine that because of all the AFK stuff. But in this case, it's not a good thing. So we have N1 versus Teal. And we're going to start off on New Bay, and whoever wins this is up against EG again. So that's gonna be rough on its own. Teal now taking two 215Bs, 60 TP, 1 Type 71, 2 Yos, and a VK's 90. That is interesting. Where did all the Type 71s go? And on the other side, we see 2 Yos, 2 Type 71s, a Vickers, a 60p, and we're lacking a player there. They still have 2 minutes to get him in though. So hopefully they will be there. But yeah, Middleburg is one of those maps you have to really read the teams, and you have to really be aware of what your team can do. Because I actually, if I'm driving a heavy, I prefer to stay city. But it kind of depends. Like, in randoms that can work. On tours, you don't see a lot of city action for good reason, because it's too open, too flat and everything. Ben's just said, you need to be skilled for a successful cluster F. And yeah, you're not wrong. In a cluster F, your focus fire needs to be really good on point. And that's honestly, that's the strength from EG here. Like, yes, they're like super skilled players overall, but that focus fire is just always beautiful to watch. And there we go. Now there's a complete team for N1. Would it be none then? Yeah, probably with the team name and everything. None until. Okay. Let's see. 24 seconds left to go. See, the thing is that there's so many typical... God, Windows wants to install updates. I'm like, nope. I was saying something and now I lost my train of thought. But yeah, there's a lot of, that was it. There's a lot of terms that you would use in when describing things that you cannot really use on a stream where you have to stay polite. Cluster F is one of them. I remember that I was at an offline commentating with Skate, and at some point I was like, and that's when, I don't remember the name of the player, knew that he effed up, but I said like the whole word and he actually like elbowed me under the table. To be fair, the occasional F-bomb shouldn't be an issue if you're not like cussing at someone, but it's more like an expression. So yeah, we have none going towards base B, Teal going towards base C. We have the Vigors going across the bridge there. Teal being quite aggressive, but we have like here, none is holding in the street. They will have the upper hand there, so they have to be careful. And getting spotted and spawning them, Teal is like, yeah, let's not. So now I have to be careful with the Vigors. Teal is at a slight point disadvantage here. Really just holding at the moment. Kyo actually having like the Octopus X camo, which is fantastic. I've not been able to get that. The real GNO side scraping there. Probably hoping to get a shot in. Base A is now being kept by Non, which is a good call to be honest, especially since no one is there at the moment. But we have the Yos crossing over. But that will basically... Only Lucy has been spotted, but that gives Teal a disadvantage on the other side. Vickers just got... Oh! Oh, poor guy. Is he going to make it out alive at all there? He's holding right now. But they've sent 3 tanks, and that basically means that none can just push on the other side. And that is what they are going to do now. They're leaving the Vickers be. Because now the rest of their team is in trouble. Fan lost a lot of HP here. And there we go. Fan is out for the count. But they have to be careful. Iskral. They're not shooting the same target. That is an issue. Like, if the focus fire is on point, despite having the gun disadvantage, well, now the gun advantage is like returned to normal. It's actually in Teal's favor because they already killed the tank. Figure's still alive, if barely. But he has to be careful. Named here. There goes Iskral. Named is the next one in line. I'm not sure who Named was shooting there. There goes the Vickers as well. And Teal has the advantage now. Lucy, not looking too healthy, is going to die here. Actually, no, he gets to survive. With 27 HP. And now they're trying to get him. That shot misses. He is going to die now. There we go. But there goes Tankers. T9 has very little HP left. Is trying to pull back. Is trying to HE himself to death. Like, honestly, guys, don't do that. You can be disappointed in the game, but trying to HE yourself to death is just, like, very unsporting. Yeah, honestly, don't know what would have happened if MMIS had a full team. They might be in the lower bracket instead of a guy that's trying to shoot himself. Teal gets the first game here. And now we see Teal taking quite a few E100s by the looks of it. Non going for the Yosen Type 71s. We also see a T57 Heavy, potentially too. AMX 54 appearing on Teal's side. So we have a Sherry, 2 E100s, a Yo, a 54. And potentially another E160 TP. There we go, there it's another Yo. Not sure what Invisity is going to be taking. Another AMX 54, that's interesting. See, this is the thing, I don't know how serious you can take these lineups, because yes, of course they're trying to win, but at the same time, they won't show the back of the tongue yet, so to speak. We see potentially 3 T-57 heavies on non-side. No, we go. They're being taken out all. They have 35 seconds left to go. Let's see. So far, they're now sticking to 4 Type 71s, 2 60Ps, and a Vickers. "14 seconds left to go." Again, it is the best of 5, so it's not over just yet. Let's see. In the meantime, there's a bike traveling by. And I can't show you this, but I have an absolutely beautiful sky right now with lots of like pink and orangey colors. Wish I could take a picture. Beautiful. Because I don't see enough of it to like take a proper picture. But I know Yusuf would love it. So here we go, the second game on New Bay, the second game in this best of 5. Let's see how it's going to go. Non going for the base cap here. And we have Teal now completely ignoring base B, which is a bit tricky to be honest, because that could give them the base advantage easily. And it's clear that they're traveling through the base rather than capping it, so they are sort of like rushing. Vickers did get spotted. And they're now capping a base. They're also going to cap this base. And that will give them an advantage here. Like, they're all in B except for the Vickers, who can get out of there fast enough. Base A now being capped as well, but this might not be the best call from Teal actually. Kyo taking his side-scraping position. Shots being fired. Side-scraping happening. But none now have a base advantage. So they have an ever-growing cap advantage. Teal waiting at the back there. And now they are pushing in together. But at the same time trying to be careful. Oof! T9 getting absolutely wrecked there. Gets taken out. But the downside of all those clips is that then they need to reload. So the Yos now have to just be careful and survive. Tanker. Next to the line, Iskral gets murdered a lot. Does still get some shots in, but then he dies. There goes Tanker. There goes 6A. Iskral so far the only one left, the only one killed on Teal's side. There goes Diamond Shine. Invisity and Real Juno. Invisity is gone. 3 tanks left for none. Sheridan just arriving, taking big hits there. Silent going to take out Lagoon. Lagoon. No idea how to pronounce that, sorry. Sheridan gets killed by... Oh, no, he missed! Sheridan gets to live another day. If he makes it out of there, that is. He's actually going for the cap. Real GNO actually blocking him. And Silent taking him out. And Lucy Boosie gets to live. Cheeky game by Teal there. Honestly, I'm not sure how this went this wrong for Non. Like, Teal pushed in like at the right time with the right amount of tanks. And they were hidden in the spawn. I think it's just basically a matter of non-overextending there. And because T9 was basically trying to face off against the E100s, he was showing his side to Teal there. And that worked very much in Teal's favor. So now it is 2-0. Let's see. 1 minute left before we go into the third match. Potential match point for Teal here. And we have Non now ready in a Vickers, a VK90, 2 Type 71s, 2 60Ps, and a mouse for Alpenstadt. And on the other side we see 1 60P, 2 Type 71s, the Concept 1B, 2 140s, and a 268. That's an interesting lineup. We haven't seen any 140s yet, at least not today. Also, no idea if after this we get like immediately grand finals. Because it could be, don't know. But yeah, I definitely need to address that with Wargaming. Because like, honestly, personally, I don't know what it is for like for the teams. For me, I like it because it means I don't have to feel like hours and hours of stream with replays. Hello everyone, by the way. Seeing some very familiar faces in the chat. Hey Cameron, hey Daniel. Let's see. Ooh, interesting camo. It's the Dr. Disrespect camo. Honestly, don't really care for the guy himself, but the camo is quite cool. Non heading towards the middle, whereas Teal is splitting up more, but staying in the ditch. So not actually going towards base B. They're all focusing on the A side. Kyo going for the cap there. Lucy Boosie spotting people up. Even if only Fan. They know that there's people there at least, and that they're likely to be at base B. C is being capped. A has been capped, so Teal has a point advantage here. And now we have Invisity biding his time. Not actually peeking out. But base B is basically not capable for none. Invisity has to be careful though. He has some support there. But if they were to rush him, he'd be in big trouble. Leg on at the back there. Getting shot at, but so far not penning. Shots are being fired, but no damage is being done just right now. Iskral bouncing there. Silent wanting that position. There you go, that's a shot. Oof. Probably overextending a little bit as he tried to... He's not even turning, so it's not that. Tanker trying again to take the base. And now Invisity might have to go for the shot. And he does. And Tanker is just like, yeah, nope. Diamond Shine appearing at the back there. See, this is tricky now. So they have to be careful. And at the same time, he kind of has to take the shots. He takes another one. Managed to remain unscathed. This is very cheeky gameplay by Teal, because they're sort of like in supporting positions for each other. Any way that Non will push. Like the Vickers is being shot now as well. They can't really sneak up anywhere. Teal is dominating the map here. Invisity does get spotted. But they can't really cap the base. He does eat a shot for that one. And this is exactly what they were waiting for. Iskral losing more HP there. And I thought they were going to cap, but then they decide not to. Just not risk it. And Teal has the advantage here. Lucy moved forwards, which might not have been the best call. He is unspotted, he is retreating there. There's so much happening here, like the way that they are positioning is very cleverly done by Till. Iskra has to be a bit careful, he can't hold the bridge like he used to, because then Diamond Shine and Lev can potentially get shots into him. But we have Kyo at the back there, ready to support. And they kind of have to make a push. They either have to get A, kill someone, or get B. And now we have none pushing on that side, being pretty much fully spotted there. The only not spotted is the Vickers. And Diamond Shine immediately eats shots for that. Base B is now being taken. They're taking it with loads of people. No, they're not going. They're trying to take it at the same time not take it. I think. Oof. They are going to get that base. But it's cost them so much HP here. Because they're all just in a cluster there. And they have to be in order to get the base. And they did get it. And immediately we see Lucy at the back there. Making full use of that by going off to base C. He does eat a shot for that, but they're not getting points. And with that kill, we're at 940 points for Till. The Vickers is going to go in. And there we go. With Tanker dying, Till has it. But what a game this was. This was so cleverly played, though. Till just basically dominating that side of the map like that. Having positions where they were just building on each other. And they really needed to cluster cap that base. And it still wasn't enough because Till was responding there. We're not going to sit there and just not do anything. And there we go. Grand finals instantly. That is basically what I warned people about. Because it is tricky when that happens. Like, I don't mind it because it means that there's a lot less dead time on stream. But at the same time, it can be a bit stressful not knowing when you're going to get an invite for the grand finals that you have to play. But basically, that game, that was just beautiful by Till. Massive kudos for that. And commiserations to none. Because basically, they played well as well. It's just basically, Till had the domination there. They couldn't really push anywhere without an instant reaction. And to be honest, as much as I can laugh at the YOLO games and the Cluster F games and all of that, I love a good tactical game. Those are my favorites, and that's honestly why I like streaming EU server most, because we tend to focus on that more. It tends to be more tactical. Well, of course, not the games, most of the games we've seen tonight, but this is only the second round of the qualifications. So there's that as well. But it's just beautiful when you get a game like this, and it's just so clever. So yeah, really enjoying that. Let's see. Can't enter the room just yet. So we're still here. I mean, I know that we haven't had like a game update, so this is still there, but at the same time, this was the Battle Pass from 2 months ago. Almost. So that is a bit of an issue. Let's see. Now I can safely enter the room. EG versus Steel again. We are starting it off on my favorite map in the game. Well, after Molendijk actually. My second favorite map on the game. We're starting off on Faust. Molendijk is just so gorgeous. Molendijk, basically, I love playing on Faust. But Molendijk is just the most beautiful map. Two minutes and 30 seconds before we go into the first game. Again, it is a best of 5. I believe the matches tomorrow are also best of 5s. And let's see. EG has a full team. So does Till now ready with 4 Type 71s, 2 215Bs and a 140. And they're going to go up against potentially 4 Type 71s, a 215B. I hope that they're not taking it back. Well, to be fair, it can work, but it's a badger. Come on. NPC potentially in the Sheridan. It depends on if they ready up like this or not. Let's see. Oh, sorry. It's been a long week. Lots of real life stuff happening as well. So this has been like a really nice distraction for me. Let's see. Type 71 after all. Now it's just a matter, will Orca take the Badger or not? They have no fast tank, which on a map like Faust could be handy. At the same time, you can hold all the bases with heavies, assuming you've got enough tanks left. And then you can hold, like, the bases B, C, and D are relatively close together, which makes it relatively easy to, like, protect them and avoid and fast tank basically beating you on caps that way. And Orca has gone for the 907, so EG does have a fast tank now. Let's see. 45 seconds left to go. And then we see the first match of the last matchup of this evening. No idea how the other groups are doing. I wonder if it's that fast for other groups as well. But we'll see. I'll have a quick look after. I'm not going to wait for the other groups, because it's not really... Like, this is the second day of the qualifications. We still have a third one tomorrow. Like, Asia and NA both only have 2 days of qualifications. EU has 3 and RU has 4. Which, to be honest, I think is a good call by Wargaming, because you need to... you can actually just, like... tailor it more to the service, rather than forcing people to play the same people over and over and over again, because there's just not enough teams to go around that way. So many Type 71s, honestly. See, that's the thing. Like, if you meet people in random battles, I'm not too afraid of the octopus. Of the 215B, I should say. But at the same time, if you... if I meet Winch in a 215B, I would be crapping my pants. It's the same with most of these guys, to be honest, if you meet them in-game. Because they are so good. Like, I'm not too bad a player, but I could never play that well. I'm gonna try and... Silent, capping the base there, and the camera jumped me up, so that's not very good. Shots happening. D actually getting reset there. I'm gonna try again. He's holding. He's now going to cap the base. Base A is also being taken. Oh, no, he actually got reset there. Well done. But PC is behind him. And that was a bounce. EG is going to get that base. And that's going to put the pressure on. So Teal now is in a bit of a pickle, because EG has an ever-growing point advantage here to start with. It is looking to be more of a tactical game, though. So there is that. Shots being fired. See, like, if you have a position like this, it can work so beautifully. Especially when you have, like, the turret. That even went in. With a turret like this. And when you can use it like they can. He does take a shot back now. Similar positioning on that side. Iskra losing a little bit of HP as well. But EG has the base advantage. They need to protect that base. Both of them. And they've done just that. And we see that now. Teal is going for a base A assault. They are getting spotted as they do so. PZ and this Meow are both there. Loads of tanks. Teal. Oh, big hits into the real Nikki there. They have to be careful. Now there's 3 of them over there. The real GNO arriving at the back. Base A is being stolen. They are pushing in. They have to be careful. Lucy losing a lot of HP there. Being the preferred target now. He is in a big trouble there. T taking shots as well. Lucy gets taken out. Basically, this is more or less a trap. And we have one guy from Tail that is now heading towards base C. But if he's going to be the last one left alive, that's not going to be enough. BZ is probably going to die. He does, but Real GNO goes straight on after Kyo. Almost gone as well. This was a very clever trap by Tail that got absolutely slammed back into their faces. T. Almost gone. There he goes. Silent as well. And now we just have Iskral and the real Nikki. And it's not going to be enough. Orca still alive. Ooh. Upland actually gets taken out. Bogger going after Nietzsche. That is the tank that they are focusing on to avoid him running away. And Iskral is the last one left alive. And he gets taken out as well. Just as EG hits 100 points as well. To add insult to injury. Beautiful game. This is like, again, very clever, very tactical, very outthinking one another. I love that. That is what I stream tournaments for. I love that. And like what Teal was trying to do was the right call. Only EG was like prepared for it, and that is basically that cost them the game here, because A was a reverse trap. And that's the thing, because now that also has a psychological factor, so they have to like think and think and think again. Like, yeah, if we go there, that would be logical, but what if that is what they're expecting us to do? And you get like this might F, which is another normal word that I shouldn't say on streams because it contains that, but yeah, you know exactly what I mean though. So now we have EG ready with 5 Type 71s and 215B and a 907 again for Faust. And on the other side, we see 4 Type 71s, 2 215Bs and a Sheridan. Let's see. 35 seconds left to go. Again, it is a best of 5, so there's no real pressure that way just yet, but at the same time, Chill knows they're in a tough pickle here. I do hope for more tactical games like that though. Like, for me, right now, I think the best game that we've seen is the one on Alpenstadt with Till just dominating them up like that. That was just absolutely beautiful. And the rest has honestly been quite brutal. Let's see. This is also a thing. I'm still struggling with my camera work, and I know that it's not the best. But it's kind of like what Wargaming wants and what we want to do is not right adding up much. And at the same time, I prefer to show the bird's eye view because I feel that that is more useful. I like that camo though with the mushrooms. These look quite nice. Teal now sticking together, all pushing. D being capped by 2. None of them are showing themselves. They are going to get their base, but Teal pushing that hard. They do get spotted for it though, so the element of surprise is gone. And they lose some HP for it. But Teal is pushing quite aggressively. And we have PZ now returning through the middle. Teal going up the ramps. But they can't do all that much there. Oof. That was a good shot there into Bogger. Timon taking a little bit of hit there. We have Orca on the other side. PC moving as well. Arriving at the back. Going to go after Sheridan there. And Teal is pushing now. Going after Winch in this case. That is the preferred target. EG is trying to hold them off. But Winch is not going to survive for long there. Applin. Winch still alive. Still gets a shot in. Timon going after him, but Winch, no, he's not. Oh, he might actually survive this. Look at that. Applin next in line. Preferred target. Winch gets another shot in. Manages to survive that. Applin gets taken out. They want to hug Winch to death. And Winch still alive. Nietzsche gets taken out as well, as long as Nusibusi. Silence now going in. They want Winch really badly. Carradine gets taken out. Silence. Winch finally dies. But it took them a very long time. It is 4 versus 3. 3 versus 3. Bogger, not long for this world either. He's not going to get another shot in. He does. He bounces that. Wow. He shouldn't bounce this though. If he bounces this, then... Oh my god! He knocked that away with his gun. Real GNO gets taken out. Bogger, man of the match here. Surviving this long. That shot missing. That has to be ping or something. That is just weird. Oh, I do feel sorry for them. Because they almost had this. And Bogger just surviving that long was utterly ridiculous. Not gonna lie. He might still... No! He is the luckiest player alive here. I thought Winch would be, but honestly. Kyo wanting to push. Wanted to get Bogger. Orca driving into the shot there. And there he goes. The fire from Orca taking him out. Bogger and Winch both surviving way longer than they should. Fantastic games. In the meantime, there's a bot there. On the chat, I mean. What a game. Wow. And this was close. This was really close. I can just imagine, like, the relief that would happen, like, on voice. They have a little leeway because it's 2-0 now, so they already had a 1-up. But still. That is, like, utterly ridiculous. I mean, I'm happy. That sounds wrong. No, this is part of RNG, it's part of the game. Part of those bounces will have been done on purpose because they angle their tanks just so to make it hard to hit them and more likely for them to bounce the shots. But at the same time, surviving that long, so many misses and bounces and everything, that's mean, again. But yeah, wow. So now, AG is up for potential match point. We see Teal now taking 2 Object 260s, 2 2 and 5 Bs, 1 Type 71, a Sheridan and a Leo. That's a very, very different lineup. And on EG's side, we see 2 Type 71s, 2 TVPs, a 121B, an LT, and a 907. We're going to go to Canal, which of course larger, so more mobility can help, but that is very interesting lineups. Let's see. Did he miss? Did he just like jump back and forth again? He didn't make it hit back, but oh my god. As that potential match point for EG here. Let's have a look. A little bit of a push going on. TVPs and the LTs heading towards base D. Teal completely focusing on the base B side. And that might mean another free cap for EG there. TVPs are going to do just that. Applin being very aggressive here. Might get away with it. Ooh, Nikki gets spotted. Needs to be not there. A is also being capped. But EG has a slight point advantage here. Nikki decides to not be there. Still gets shot. That was a blind shot. He was no longer spotted there. Shots happening. EG can now just basically dig in and just wait for it. They don't need to push. Carolate reloading his clip there. And now they just need to wait. They need to protect the bases and just wait. PZ in a nice spotting position there. We have Lucy Boosie and the Leo all the way at the back. And he's got that thing where you can actually aim better because Leo obviously needed more, like, more accuracy because it wasn't accurate enough somehow. EG stacking back up. Applin now holding in the bush there. Safely waiting. Some blind shots happening. Silent moving forwards, going towards the other ramp. To spot if anyone is there. Nietzsche on the ramp there. And of course, Leo all the way in the corner. Not knocking down trees, which is a very important thing as well. Simone going up the ramp here. Shots are being fired, no damage is being done. Both teams have bled a little. Lucy Boosty moving. Basically daring those blind shots. They know that someone is there, they just don't know where they are. Because they also see, like, they see the impact on the ground, so they know that someone is shooting them from around there somewhere. And EG content to wait patiently. Teal having stacked their tanks up here, expecting a push. Which, honestly, like, EG does not need to push. They have the advantage. They can just hold. They just need to protect base D and C. And just make sure that no one drives into them. Points are going up quite quickly. Let's see. Winch gets spotted. Pulls back. T hits the ground. Listen Meow wants help. I think they're expecting people at base C, which is where most of their support is. Winch also going for the other direction. Now we have Teal's octopuses pushing in, getting spotted immediately. They're going after Winch. They're going to try to get Winch. We have PZ moving in as well. They're going for base D. That is tricky. It's not going to work out for them. Real GNO gets taken out and now we're at 950 points. They just need one more tank out of the way. They are driving into that tank, but T is going to be gone. Bogger has been taken out. 982 points for EG here. Kyo, not looking too healthy. Orca. Kyo gets taken out and that is it. PZ not get taken out enough in time. Wow. This was again out of the box thinking from Teal. It just didn't work because like all of EG's firepower was around there. They were moving targets, just basically fish in a barrel driving up there. And at the same time, I understand why they did this, because they will know that base C would be heavily protected. But as soon as they were spotted by Winch there, PZ turned around, moved in there as well, and just, like, all the focus fire was there. Brutal game. Massive commiserations to Teal here, because they played phenomenally. They've been an absolute joy to watch. But EG is the team that is through. Wow, what games, guys, honestly. So, in the other brackets, let's see, Elbach has been taken out. Most of these games will probably still be happening. Because, like, they can all happen at different times, which is a thing. Phoenix is through. Let's see how it goes here. That is still going as well. Serenity is through. I don't think I'm gonna watch all the groups, by the way. Because most of them will still be going. So, basically that means that... Yeah, okay, you can't see that yet. But yeah, Tomorrow we will have day 3 of the qualifiers. I will be streaming that as well. And for now, this is it basically. Again, massive commiserations to Teal. You played phenomenally. It was so much fun to watch you guys. And congratulations to EG. So that's it for me for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow again. Bye bye.